As an artist, the whole idea of when something really dark or when you can contemplate something that's really, really tough, what do you do with it? What can you do with it? For me, it was reading a lot about Civil War and about, slavery, and not just sort of the facts, but just like these people's stories. I was reading slave narratives. That's when I started creating my first songs. It's great to be part of the Perspectives program and to get the opportunity to bring some of the things that I want to show that I'm not necessarily able to do in the course of my own show. Something like the Perspectives program gives me an opportunity to develop those themes in an even larger way than, say, a piece out of, my concert. A musician named Francesco Turrisi, who also lives in Ireland, I live in Ireland, he thought that his music would work well with my music. So we just started working on this idea of there being really no other people. When you look at instruments that came from like the Far East into, the Middle East into Africa up to Europe over the, it's a constant journey. It's a constant movement, and we have the ability to kind of pull a lot of that stuff into our projects and our concerts, so I'm super excited about it. So high above the fray, what should he mean to me? Before the recording industry in the 20s and before the moving pictures sort of took over, the most popular form of entertainment for a long time was the minstrel show, and eventually became part of the vaudeville show, and it worked its way into many, many aspects of American culture. For me, the opportunity to get on the inside of that music as much as possible and to look at it from kind of a musicological point of view, and as a person of color, I think that that's it's a position of strength. There's lots of different layers that we can explore. The thing that excites me and that keeps me engaged more than any other is highlighting stories that haven't been told or haven't been paid attention to enough. The opportunity to bring Songs of Our Native Daughters to CERN and to have it be in this storied place that has seen so much music, I'm very, very excited about it. Well, being a Black person of color, in the field that I'm in the music that I'm in, you get used to being the only one. We call it the raisin in the oatmeal. And you get used to having to carry the whole weight on your shoulders, And so when the opportunity came to do a project with multiple people, I was like, that's what needs to happen. It needs to be these other really strong Black women who play banjo, and we need to tell these stories. And so it just became this really beautiful songwriting experience where all four of us were all like, oh my gosh. So the opportunity to bring that to a place that has seen so many different kinds of music but hasn't seen this, and so I'm really excited about that. All the men have come, and they brought the rope. All the men have come, and they brought the rope. I always want the audience to take away one thing from any concert that I'm involved in, is that it's not that simple. American music is not that simple. It's way more interesting. It's way more exciting. So everything that I do is just basically just looking at a different aspect of that. If somebody can walk away from anything that I'm involved with challenging what they've been told, then I feel like if one person does that, I'm happy. Mama's flying free, and she won't come down. Mama's flying free, and she can't come down. Mama's flying free.